my name is Katie. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am here once again sat at my makeup desk because it turns out the fastest way for me to film multiple videos in a day is if I do one while I get like my filming face on. I don't know, it's just what I'm doing for now. If you don't like it, then I'm really sorry, and probably in like 6 months I'll be onto something new. Anyway, I'm here today to do the Not A Booktube Newbie Tag. If all goes according to plan, I'll be posting this on my 1-year booktube anniversary, which is August 11th, so maybe not the actual date, but somewhere close to it. Anyway, I thought it would be appropriate to do this tag, not in like celebration, but just because now that I've been here a year, I actually have some things that I've learned, so I thought I'd pass it on. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright, let's just get into this. The original tag will be linked in my description box, as always. Well, not as always, usually just if I can find it. Whatever. Okay, moving on. I have no idea at all what I'm doing to my face today, so this should be interesting. Question 1 though, how old is your channel? 1 year. I think we discussed that in the intro. But yes, I've been here a full year and I'm as surprised as anybody else is. I wasn't sure when I started this if I was actually gonna stick to it. Just because, you know, it's a time commitment, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not. But here we are, 1 year later, attempting to talk while using red eyeshadow. Probably a massive mistake. Clearly, I don't think very far ahead. Okay, question 2. What are your favorite videos to make? It kind of depends. I think my favorite videos to like film and edit are tags because they're super quick. But my favorite videos to plan are wrap-ups, TBRs, and new release videos. I just find them to be a lot of fun, and yeah, I get a decent amount of enjoyment out of them, which I knew the new release videos, when I started doing those, I knew they were going to be something I enjoyed doing because I like to read and I like to see what is new that's coming out. I enjoy reading from debut authors, so I always knew that was going to be a thing. What surprised me though is how much it takes to actually film it. Like, I don't know, there are videos that I like the planning process of, and then there are videos that I like the filming process of. It's just odd. There's no video I think where I enjoy just start to finish the whole thing. Question 3. What is one piece of advice you would give to someone wanting to join BookTube? Just do it. Post a video. First things first, don't buy equipment just to post your first video. Like, just film on your phone, edit through whatever free software you can get, or do what I did, which is I got Hit Film Express. I think it was like $25 for their creator package, and then that's just flat rate, you're done. And the other thing I think is try to coincide your channel with the start of a readathon, because that'll give you like a pretty immediate boost from other people who are also participating in said readathon. And then just another kind of like random thing. Don't hit up other people's channels and be like, hey, you should sub to me. Just watch their channel, and if you have something to say about a book that you've read or you have a similar taste, something like that, comment that. Get a conversation going. Build rapport with people. Don't try to do that like sub for sub business, because it's stupid and that's not actually going to net you any watch time. Okay. Question 4. Since joining, have you run into any unforeseen challenges? Yes and no. So I always knew that editing was going to be kind of meh for me, because I like talking. I don't like hearing myself talk. Like when you run it back, sometimes it's so cringy and I just end up deleting things, and then there are videos that I've just totally scrapped because I hated my answers, or I hated something that I was saying. So that, I guess, mainly just the editing. Other than that, there's not really been any other challenges except pressure to post, I guess. Feeling like I absolutely have to. There's a difference between oh, well, I committed to twice a week, so I want to try and achieve that goal, and having too much else going on to the point where you're barely able to feed yourself, but you're still trying to commit to that. It's okay to reassess your goals. It's okay to reassess the things you've committed to, especially when you're not getting paid to do this. It's just for enjoyment's sake. So, if you can only post once a week, once a month, whatever, just do that. Don't make it a job for yourself. Because I struggled with that a lot at one point, and finally I was just like, I have to go down to 1 video a week, and it was what it was, and it was fine. And then I've now reached a point where I have a little bit more free time, and I'm feeling a little bit more creatively energized too, so I'm back to twice a week. Let's see. Question 5. What is a favorite book or series you've read because of BookTube? Probably half of what I read is influenced by BookTube. I can give you a few recents though. Let's see, I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. The Rose Code by Kate Quinn. Good lord, that was phenomenal. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by Caitlin Doughty. That was also phenomenal. I guess I should give you synopsis, kind of. Okay, so The Rose Code is historical fiction set in World War II, following 3 women who are working as code breakers at Bletchley Park. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes is a memoir of Caitlin Doughty's time working at a crematorium. The Revolution of Marina M. I just finished this recently. This is a coming-of-age story in Russia in the 1916-ish, 17, during the Bolshevik Revolution. Also phenomenal. A memoir called Empire by Arkady Martine. This is sci-fi, and it is a very complex world that I thought was just beautifully done. I have no complaints. That book series, well, I haven't read the second book, but the first book, it was amazing. That Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Bouilly. This is a YA book. It is written by an Indigenous author and has a lot of Indigenous culture interwoven into the story, and I thought it was fantastic. And then Lab Girl by Hope Jaron is also a memoir. She is a biologist, and it just kind of tells you about her story after she's in grad school, and then she gets her first lab, and amazing. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Question 6. Overall, what is your favorite aspect about BookTube? Honestly, meeting other people who like to read. So, I know a couple people in my personal life who read a bit. Nobody that's super close to me though. Well, my sister reads and my mom reads, but I mean physically close to me. So yes, Abby doesn't live that far away now. She just officially moved out literally 2 miles down the road. But she doesn't read a lot of the same types of books that I do. And then my mom doesn't read a lot of the same types of books that I do either, and I needed people to talk to. I was extremely lonely. COVID was a thing, so I wasn't getting out of the house. I wasn't actually attending school. I was doing everything online, and it was too much. It was too much. I don't know. I felt Like, I needed an outlet and I needed friends, and Booktube gave that to me in a big way. Which is why I say, if you are considering doing it, just do it. Even if you don't do it for very long, there's a good chance you'll meet a few people that you really enjoy talking to, and it'll give you a sense of community that I think even pre-COVID, humans were just in general lacking a sense of community. Like, with the advent of the internet and everybody's busy, we don't live in communities like we used to in days past. So for the first time in human history, humans no longer really have their tribes, and I think it's taking a toll. So I used Booktube to find my tribe again, and I am so grateful that this platform exists. Okay, question 7. Want to spread the Booktube love? Absolutely. Give at least one newbie a shout out. So this took me a little bit of time because I wanted to find people who I genuinely enjoyed their personality, and I enjoyed the content they were making, and they were within like a month or two of launching their channel, and that they were posting consistently. Because, I don't know, you get those people, like, they'll post their Booktube Newbie Tag and then they never come back. So this took me some time. I actually started researching for this like a couple weeks ago because I wanted to make sure that if I recommended somebody, that I had been consistently watching their videos and that they had some content and that they seemed to be somebody who was going to continue to make content. So, might I present to you Reading with Matthew. Maybe I put a picture up, I don't know. Anyway, he's pretty new, so you should go show him some love. But he posts frequently. I think he is just hilarious. Great sense of humor. He pretty much just reads what he wants to read. Like, he does not care whether it's popular or not popular. He doesn't care. He reads what he wants. And I love that kind of attitude. So, you should definitely go check Matthew out. Okay, what's the last question here? Who do you tag? Okay, so I don't usually tag people because I'm really bad at it. Oh, sorry, I don't even know if you can see that glory. Okay, so I'm really bad at it. But I'm just going to go ahead and say that if it is roughly your Booktube birthday as well, i.e. you started about the same time I did, so I'm thinking like Literally Smitten, Rosie Cockshut, Noelle 7 Pages, people like that, and you haven't done this yet, go ahead and do it. I tag you. But I'm not going to like actually tag anybody in the description box because I'm going to be honest, I don't know who's done what at this point. I'm so out of the loop. And that was the Not a Booktube Newbie Tag. As always, leave me all your thoughts in the comments section. I love chatting with you. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon. Bye.